After first gaining national recognition through their performances on Love and Hip Hop, Jim Jones and Chrissy Lampkin have had a long and tumultuous relationship filled with ups downs and public drama. New York has experienced emotional problems and external pressures, including family issues and scandals. In a significant shift, Chrissy recently announced that she was dissolving the 15-year relationship. But when Jim Jones, Chrissy, and Brooke Bailey recently got into a fight, their narrative took an unexpected turn in their dynamic. Reports state that after a late-night supper at a fancy hotel restaurant, the argument turned from verbal arguments into physical altercations. Witnesses saw Jim Jones and Brooke Bailey arrive together, looking at each other. Chrissy had been dining there alone, so she was taken aback. Witnesses said that Chrissy initially tried to keep her distance from the pair, focusing on her dinner and making it clear that she was unrelated to the conflict. It seems logical that Chrissy tried to maintain her composure and disregard Jim's presence during this rendezvous, which was the first time she and Jim had met in person since she made her separation public. However, as the ex-couple's feelings grew, things swiftly became out of control. As she gathered her belongings, Chrissy decided to depart the celebration. Jim publicly echoed Chrissy's enigmatic Instagram statement shortly after their split: "The best way to predict your future is to create it." Witnesses claim that sources reveal that Chrissy was clearly offended by the derisive tone with which she delivered the remark while laughing as she tried to leave him. Given the post's personal relevance, it was a clear statement about her newly gained freedom after ending the relationship. Jim's behavior seemed disrespectful when Chrissy tried to leave the restaurant during a fight, which exacerbated the already awkward situation. Blue Up insiders attest that the incident created a tremendous deal of disruption, even though the details of what transpired are still unknown. According to witnesses, Chrissy reacted angrily to Jim's contemptuous demeanor, which resulted in a furious verbal altercation between the two. According to a number of accounts, the disagreement got out of hand, and there was even a physical struggle during the argument. Tensions were already running high when venue staff intervened to defuse the incident. Chrissy was seen leaving the hotel in exasperation, but Jim reportedly stayed behind to complete his supper with Brooke Bailey as if nothing had happened. The debate swiftly gained popularity on social media, stirring strong feelings in both supporters and critics. Chrissy's fans poured onto websites such as X, which was formerly Twitter, and Instagram to express their disapproval of Jim's behavior and to applaud her decision to break up with him. Chrissy's decision to depart after 15 years was a sign of her own growth, according to some readers. Some criticized Jim for not respecting Chrissy's boundaries, while others pointed out that his ridiculing of her remarks shows how immature he still is. When suspicions began to circulate regarding Jim's relationship with Brooke Bailey, the debate only intensified. With comments like "these two love dramas, they'll be back together by next week," others expressed skepticism, while others speculated that Chrissy's irritation was heightened by his participation at the meal with Brooke. Another person remarked, "This is what happens when you stay too long. She should have left him years ago." Questions about their alleged romance after the altercation, Chrissy has mostly remained silent, with the exception of a few cryptic tweets that seem to reaffirm her wish to move forward without Jim. One message, though, that fans found most poignant was the original quote. Since then, it has been widely shared on social media as a symbol of empowerment and the belief that building your future is the greatest way to predict it. Resilience throughout their years together, Jim Jones and Chrissy Lampkin's relationship has been anything from conventional, and many people, particularly those who have followed Chrissy's connection with Jim, have found resonance in her path to independence and self-discovery. Her departure following such a lengthy and well-publicized relationship sends a strong message about putting mental and emotional health first. Encountered numerous challenges, including criticism from the public and meddling from family members, particularly Jim's mother, Mama Jones. When Chrissy defied gender boundaries and boldly proposed to Jim, it was one of their most memorable moments. But even though they were engaged, they never got married, so fans had to make assumptions about the future of their relationship based on their appearances on hip-hop, family reunion love, and marriage boot camp all contributed to their struggles, with Chrissy openly expressing her frustration at Jim's reluctance to commit to the couples because dynamic has always been explosive, with passionate highs and dreadful lows. Fans are left wondering what the future holds as the dust settles from this most recent occurrence. This makes their journey an intriguing, if turbulent, plot that applies to all parties involved. Will Jim continue to pursue a relationship with Brooke Bailey for the time being, or will the attempt to reunite with Chrissy? Chrissy appears to be focusing on her wellness and personal growth, indicating that she can no longer tolerate the chaos that defined her relationship with Jim. Fans are left guessing, though, as Jim has not yet made an official statement regarding the event. It's uncertain whether he would own up to his sins and make an effort to make amends, despite the fact that his actions at the dinner seem to show a lack of sorrow. The most recent incident involving Jim Jones and Chrissy Lampkin serves as a reminder of Chrissy's personal growth and the challenges of romantic heartbreak. While Jim's behaviors continue to raise questions about whether he is willing to change or continue his old patterns, it took more than just walking away from a lover to break a 15-year relationship. It also required her to recover her identity and decide how to improve her future. It is becoming increasingly clear that Jim Jones and Chrissy Lampkin's story is far from over as people continue to comment on the drama that is unfolding. The deep emotional connections and many years of reconciliation may yet be possible, according to some, but Chrissy is adamant about her new course, which emphasizes independence and personal development. It's hard to predict if these two will ever genuinely end this turbulent phase of their lives because of public ups and downs. Jim's unpredictable behavior, including his friendship with Brooke Bailey and his disrespect for Chrissy's public remarks, will current surprises continue, or will the closing be cordial? Chrissy is determined to move on, live her life as she sees fit, and let go of the toxicity in a world where emotions are running high and history is complicated. Every development in the story of Jim Jones and Chrissy Lampkin continues to captivate fans of Anything Can Happen. After 15 years of emotional highs and lows, it's difficult to say whether this chapter will truly be the conclusion of their journey or just another twist of events, because their unstable relationship often takes unexpected turns. Both have shown that public outcry or reconciliation can happen at any time, leaving their viewers wondering about. It's clear that more drama could potentially arise given the involvement of Brooke Bailey and the escalating tensions. Pay attention to the dynamics between Chrissy and Jim, seem far from being settled.